Okay, page 36. This is package 090. This package reduces the amount of outdoor school program by 12 million lottery funds. The LFO recommended budget for the outdoor school fund is a total of 48 million lottery funds.
Question, yes, Representatives Hudson.
Go ahead.
Okay, Senator, hey, you know what? Yeah, Senator Frederick.
It's no secret that I am a major supporter of the outdoor school. It is something that I think it's one of the things that brings the state of Oregon together.
Yeah.
And I think so I'm disappointed with this particular approach, but I also understand where it's coming from, unfortunately. We do not have the money that we need. And until we decide we're going to raise the revenue to do that, we're going to continue to have these kinds of cuts in programs that are clearly effective and work for kids and adults, as a matter of fact, because at a certain point, the kids become adults and they learn how to deal with a lot with each other and with the state of Oregon, the natural part of the state of Oregon. So I'm very disappointed by this. But I'm not disappointed necessarily with the team that's been trying to put this together. I'm just disappointed that we have to face this kind of a decision. That is something that hurts a great deal, and I just want to make that very clear as much as I possibly can, that this is one of those things that I was hoping we would be able to do more, not less.
Thank you, Senator Frederick. We're going to go back and forth. Representative Hudson?
Thank you. Could I ask to make sure I understand the numbers right? If the 12 million had not been cut, would that represent the full 4% of lottery dollars that are, I suppose, the aspirational designation that voters voted for back in 2016?
Co-chairs, Rep. Hudson, yes, that the 58 million would be the full 4%. But it's important to remember that this revenue dedication is in statute, and the legislature can modify these statutes in order to balance the budget, and we do that often.
Follow up?
I would just like to echo the senator's feelings on this. I know that we are bound by, budgetary concerns, and we can't do everything, but the fact that the voters voted for 4% of lottery funds to be dedicated to this important fund is something I think we should aspire to maintain.
Absolutely. Thank you, Representative Hudson. Senator Weber.
Thank you, Co-Chair Ruiz. I agree with both of you gentlemen. And I just want to point out that outdoor school is a great equalizer. Whether you're a student in an urban area or if you're a student in a rural area, when you get to outdoor school, everybody's the same.
Yeah.
They're all in there and they're having a wonderful time. And I have seen busloads of kids come back from outdoor school, bawling their eyes out. And I know that's an unusual thing for them to do, but they have had such a wonderful week. They have all had wonderful food and been, satiated that way. And they're going to be missing it. And it's just like they're mourning that. But they have had such a wonderful time. And it is something that we have been providing in our state for a long time. And I do not want to see it lessened, that our kids would be missing out on something into the future.
Thank you, Senator Weber. Representative Wright.
Thank you, Chair. I totally concur with everything that's been said. Having been an outdoor ed director for Siuslaw School District for about 15 years, I concur with Senator Weber of what I've observed, that the kids didn't want to leave on Friday. They didn't want to go home. They had a great time. I saw remarkable changes in kids in a week. And I can go on and on about the counselors that I used from the University of Oregon and from Lane Community Colleges and from our high school counselors. Amazing growth for that week. I don't know if we can do anything about this. I concur with Rep. Hudson. If there's a way we can do this, great. If we can't do it now, I would recommend that we bring this back for discussion in the short session and make sure maybe we can make some impact and get the funds back if money is available. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Wright.
Is this the time when we're gonna do our little, I mean, are you guys done? You haven't had an emotion.
No.
I can wait.
Outdoor school, anything on the outdoor school?
Well, no, if you want me to have my emotional moment,
Sure.
besides the 42 years of students that I had that attended outdoor school, I had 4 of my own. 3 of them were looking forward to and wanted to go to outdoor school. My 4th one, not so much. And I begged her to go. And she said, Mother, I don't want to go. And I said, I'm begging you to go. So she went, and then she came back, and she was smiling off that bus. And she goes, Mom, thank you. And then she said, you know how you always talk about creative learning? We had it. And then she listed 5, 6, 7 things from science to reading to identifying wildflowers. And, you know, it's just something, I agree with you, it's an equalizer. And it helps kids in some ways that can't be reached in that classroom. But it helps everybody sort of become a community. So there's my moment.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Colleagues, any further discussion on outdoor school? I would just say thank you for your comments, and thanks to outdoor school for myself. I learned to differentiate what berries were and what bunny poop was. So that was a very important thing. Good lesson, because that'd be really bad. But I do want to just highlight really quickly. I know we're having revenue conversations. So you look at the revenue forecast. You look at the tobacco revenue, the marijuana revenue, cat tax, all of the above. There's shortfalls everywhere, and unfortunately, you know, we're having this very difficult conversations on everything, not only on higher education like we're having today. We had very tough conversations in K-12. We're probably going to have very tough conversations in early childhood. Surprise. And just know that this is a very emotional thing, because outdoor school is beloved by everybody. But we're following also the governor's recommended budget, which recommended this money, this account, and then I'm hopeful that if revenues come up, we can have further discussions on how this is going to move forward. I just want to respect and thank all of you for your comments, and I couldn't agree more with each of your words, especially Representative Hudson's. So we'll have more discussion, but we'll let Kim continue the 10 more pages she's got.
All right. So on page 36.